All right, here we are now in Indore after Nagpur to Delhi, and now in Indore, the Holkar Stadium. The stadium, this venue has so far hosted just two test matches, but from 1st of next month, that is 1st of March, the third test match will be played here. The third test match, not just of the series of this Border Gavaskar Trophy series, but also for this venue at the Holkar Stadium. Uh, it's been an interesting day. The Indian team came out in full force to train, to practice, had a longish net session here, especially the batters. Everybody had a good lengthy net session. The fast bowlers also were seen bowling at full tilt, and so were the spinners. Well, a lot of I think the big question everybody wants to ask is, will it be KL Rahul, or will it be Shubman Gill who will open the innings for India with Rohit Sharma? Well, that's the big question, but I don't know if you can hear the noises. But right next to me, of course, it's covered. It's a covered area. I'll just show it to you. It's covered. This is the academy here in this at this Holkar Stadium, and right now the noises that you might just hear are those coming from Shubman Gill's bat. Well, he is still training. He started his practice at 1 p.m. this afternoon. And since then, this is his fourth net session. In between, he's had a few breaks. He's had a few breaks, and but he's been practicing. He's been practicing, and if you ask me, my guess is Shubman Gill will play the third test match come 1st of March. Well, it's in, as I said, the Indian team, everybody had a net session. Be it Shubman Gill, KL Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Ravindra Jadeja, Shreyas Iyer, even the likes of Akshar Patel, even Kuldeep Yadav had a bit of a net session with the bat. So, what's the update? Well, I just wanted to share an interesting story with you guys, with you family members here from Indore. What I noticed, of course, Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, they came out for the nets right at the start. They were first in that chart. So BCC, the team management prepares a chart. It's a with the nets, only two batsmen can bat simultaneously. So it had to be Virat and Rohit Sharma to start with. Chiteshwar Pujara, of course, usually we find him. He's always early to the nets, and here today also he was uh, early. So he started, had a brief 5 odd minute session. Thereafter, Virat came in for his nets, and of course, Chiteshwar Pujara had to wicket the nets, and in comes Virat Kohli. He had close to half an hour. He spent half an hour in the nets. Played Ashwin, uh, played Ravindra Jadeja, and a couple of net bowlers also. The under 19 Madhya Pradesh bowlers, a left arm spinner, very good bowler, impressed a lot of these Indian batters. And once Virat was done with his nets, he just watched these players, Shubman Gill and KL Rahul, bat uh, from the sidelines. He was sitting there with his pads on, and Cheteshwar Pujara was to come in next. So Cheteshwar Pujara also had his pads on. So suddenly Virat picks up a red ball and just throws it to Cheteshwar Pujara and takes his bat and tells him, "Now you uh, just bowl at me, and bowl at me as in just throw a few balls towards me." So that is Virat Kohli. So what he was trying to explain to Cheteshwar Pujara is usually that you don't have to offer a vertical bat, as in you don't have to offer a vertical bat as in straight here. So it has to be a little acute. The angle of the bat should be a little acute. That will help because we are now in Indore, and here the surface of the wicket, it's the red soil here that is used to prepare the wicket. So naturally, there's more bounce here uh, on this wicket. So just to counter that bounce, that extra bounce, you have to be a little careful. That is what I could gauge or I could sense from a distance from where I was standing and observing what was happening at the nets. So that is what I observed. Obviously, I couldn't hear a lot what Virat was trying to say, but looking at the gestures and his reactions, I think this is exactly what Virat was trying to explain to Cheteshwar Pujara. And at that time, Shubman Gill was batting in the nets, and Shubman Gill, and he batted quite brilliantly. Shubman Gill today, although odd ball, he missed a few balls here and there. Was beaten by the left arm spinners, be it uh, Jadeja or the net bowler, another left arm spinner. So, but at least against Ashwin, Shubman Gill looked very confident. Anyways, so what I was trying to explain was that Virat, after he was done with his nets, so he was sitting on the sidelines. He was sitting on the sidelines while the nets were still going on. Shubman Gill was batting uh, at uh, in one of those nets, while the other was occupied by KL Rahul. So, so Virat was trying to explain to Cheteshwar Pujara that your bat has to be at an acute angle. It can't be vertical. Why? Because the moment the ball gets that extra bit of bounce for the spinners, there will be a possibility that it might just balloon or just go straight to the close-in fielders. There's an opportunity for the keeper, for a slip fielder, for the short leg, or if you have a silly point. So there is a possibility that you might get caught somewhere by any of these close-in fielders. So that's what he was trying to explain. And the moment it happens, he was explaining it. Shubman Gill batting in one of those nets. Goes forward, and at times he has the tendency of playing on his front foot, and he is a little too far. He is not completely committed. So that is exactly what happened. And then Virat says, this is what I am trying to say. This can happen here on this wicket. And then um, Virat Kohli takes the same ball and just throws a few balls to Pujara, who then tries similar shots with an acute bat, with an acute angle. So this is what Virat is trying to or Virat might just try here on this wicket against the Australians in this third test. So that's what Virat, we know, a very good reader of the game, senses and reads the wicket well, and he has that ability to adapt. Holkar Stadium here, well, only as I said earlier, only two test matches have been played so far, and Virat, of course, has been part of both those test matches. Well, it's a dry wicket, as to what I noticed. I observed, I saw it from a bit of a distance, so it looks very dry. Well, in the middle, well, there is a bit of grass. So otherwise, it's quite dry. Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma both had a look at the wicket earlier in the day, and thereafter the wicket has been covered. Uh, it's not the center wicket, by the way. It's not the center wicket. So the wicket that has been prepared for this particular test match will be a lot drier, but uh, here in Indore, um, what we've noticed if you go by the recent history of this wicket, well, the pace bowlers will have something on this wicket, and that's been the case at least in the recent past. Even the last Test match that was played here in 2019, that was against Bangladesh. Mohammad Shami was the highest wicket taker. If I remember correctly, Mohammad Shami picked up a four-wicket haul in the first innings, and in the second innings also he got some. three or four wickets in that second innings as well. So there could be a possibility, and the team management might just ponder over the fact whether they might just play three seamers, or should they play and continue with the three spinners, which has been their tried and tested mantra, and which has worked wonderfully well for them so far in the series. All three of them, well, Jadeja, Ashwin, and Akshar Patel. Akshar Patel, of course, is the third, has been the third spinner, but has done remarkably well with the bat. And the other big question is Shubman Gill or KL Rahul, who will open with Rohit Sharma. Going by what has happened today, I'll tell you, Shubman Gill, while the Indian team, as soon as they came out for for their practice drills, it started with that warm up session. While the players are playing football, Shubman Gill, right at the start, he skipped that warm up session, went straight to the nets, had a half an hour net session. Just took throwdowns from our throwdown specialist, from the Indian team's throwdown specialist. Half an hour he spent there, then had a bit of slip catching with Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, alongside him, Shreyas Iyer, uh, against the spinners also. So, and thereafter, once Virat and Rohit Sharma were done with their net session, he resumed again, Shubman Gill, and next to him, it was KL Rahul who was batting. And the left arm spinners did trouble both the batters a bit, and the left arm spinners, they troubled, as in Jadeja and a net bowler. They troubled the Indian batters a bit, but it was good to see the intent of these batters. They tried to flex their arms as well. It's a small stadium, so there is value for shot. If you go, if you have decided, if you're committed enough, you might get a few sixes here and there. So at least there is a possibility that Australians who've not scored much in the series so far. Uh, well, uh, 262, 263 has been their highest score so far in this series. Might just consider this a good opportunity. Might consider this wicket good enough to get a better score here at least. But as far as the Indians are concerned, well, my guess, I don't know. Although KL Rahul, a lot of people still feel that on this wicket it could be KL Rahul, but my guess would be Shubman Gill to open with Rohit Sharma. That's what I think. And a lot is coming your way from Indore. The Indian team will continue with their practice session tomorrow. That's the eve of the test match from 1st of March. And a lot is happening, and we'll try to dissect what exactly could be India's playing 11. Uh, I don't see any change except for the fact that there could be a change in the opening combination with Rohit Sharma. Who will it be, Rahul or Gill? For the time being, all right. So I'll just take your leave from here. Jasprit Bumrah, yeah, that's a big update. Milan Patnaik, yeah, that's a big update. Jasprit Bumrah, unlikely for the IPL and for the World Test Championship, thankfully for Indians. The Pacers, Indians have a good pace battery. If they do need third pacer, which they will, because the World Test Championship final is going to be played at the Oval, which means that India might just go with two spinners there. All right then, I'll take your leave for now, but I'll be back soon. Bye bye.